Hey, welcome to Midday Kentucky, everyone. Sit back with a pint of ale, my friends.
Yes.
Happy St. Paddy's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
I wasn't watching Katie when she sat down, and I literally just looked up just before we were doing our teasers, and then I started to laugh. I'm laughing with you, not at
Well,
you.
you got on me that I wasn't as festive as you guys. We have these fabulous boutonnieres and corsages from the Craft Nook, but
I
then
know, didn't they do a
I need
beautiful
to spice
job?
it up a
Beautiful.
little more. You guys are more festive then.
We're very a little crazy. You do the news in the morning, so
Yeah.
you've got to be a little bit more low-key, but we can do
Not
as we
us.
please. Not us. We're all there. Absolutely love that you girls. I did say yesterday, don't let me down. And
Did
you
we let
haven't.
you down?
Look at the set.
Did we?
It looks
I
absolutely
know.
amazing.
If you can see some more of this,
And
you
if we
will
can
throughout
get on
the show.
camera one, if we can get down and show our pot of gold, it absolutely looks gorgeous. I love it, and we'll be able to talk more about that a little bit later on in the show.
Oh, so fun.
Doesn't the set look like fun?
Yes, it
And we've
does.
got
I
our
love
little-
all the top hats. We've got top hats.
Do you like it?
Yeah, we got them everywhere. It
Yeah,
looks
we
good.
went a little bit crazy yesterday. As everyone knows, I like to go over the top when it comes to decorations.
Why
and-
not?
Why not? Don't you agree?
Absolutely.
You look so much fun, I'm telling you.
I'm having a blast. This is great.
Hey, I want to do a bit of a shout out to Heather Bender from Heartland, who says she absolutely loves watching the show every day. So, Heather, we love you too.
Hey, Heather. Thanks for
Thank
watching.
you. Love it, love it. Very quickly, I just thought it was a really good idea to talk about some St. Patrick Day things that we might not know.
Okay, I love some of these facts.
Okay, well, St. Patrick's Day is the one day a year where everyone is a little bit Irish.
Okay.
All right. In fact, almost 12% of Americans claim Irish ancestry, and over 80 million people worldwide claim a connection to the old sod with St. Patrick's Day celebrated across the world. Did you ever wonder how you actually know about Ireland's biggest holiday? What do you think you know about it?
I know that it's for St. Patrick.
Yes.
Well, funny. Did you know St. Patrick wasn't Irish?
I did not know that.
No, he was from Wales, everyone. Did you know that?
All right.
No. Okay. The humble shamrock was originally a teaching tool. St. Patrick's is said to have used the three-leaved plant to explain the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
I know this dates back into the 5th century. St. Patrick
Well,
was
listen to this one. The
spreading
first St.
Christianity.
Patrick's Day parade took place in New York in 1760, not actually in Ireland. Now, for many years, blue was the colour most often associated with St. Patrick's. Green was considered unlucky. Now, St. Patrick's blue was considered symbolic of Ireland for many centuries, and the Irish presidential standard is still blue. Funny it's blue, St. Patrick's Day, because the UK game tonight.
Yes, yes.
Tell me about that very quickly. It's a
Lisa's
big
very
deal.
excited.
Well, it's the first game of the tournament, so they're playing at 9:30 tonight. All of you UK fans
So-
out there,
Interesting though,
I'm
playing
thinking-
NKU, I think there's some people kind of divided on that, right? You know, if
it's-
Northern Kentucky could pull off an upset like that. I mean, I'm rooting for the Cats,
okay.
but
You
we've
bet.
got
Okay.
two Kentucky teams though.
we
Okay.
do, we do.
You know,
we
All
do.
right.
Torn heart.
Well,
But we
here's
won
one
the
more.
Cats, yeah.
Here's a
Troy
few more
doesn't know
facts.
about either team. He doesn't care.
I'm like sport. Is that with the ball and anyway.
no.
Hey, in 2010, the Sydney Opera House of my hometown went green to mark the 200th anniversary of St. Patrick's Day there. Doesn't that look absolutely gorgeous? That's our big opera house
beautiful.
on the harbour in Sydney. Now, of course, it was first marked in 1810 when Lachlan Macquarie, the Governor of New South Wales, provided entertainment for the Irish convict workers. Now, we all know in Australia we're all boated in because we were convicts at one point in our life.
Okay.
There's still a few there, let me tell you. Now, in Chicago, every year, the Plumbers Local 110 Union dyes the river. Okay?
Yeah, I went last
Telly
year
Green.
to Chicago
The
for St.
dye
Patrick's.
lasts for about how many hours do you think? Don't read the teleprompter.
Okay.
More than 4, less than 6.
You read that. That's not fair. Well, traditionally, every year, the Irish leader hands a crystal bowl full of shamrock to the US president. Now, the shamrock grown in Kerry is immediately destroyed by the Secret Service after the exchange.
Why?
Do you Darl, I'm just reading from the teleprompter. It doesn't mean I know what they mean. But when I was reading this, I thought these were interesting facts. No? You're not on the same page
No,
as me?
no, it is interesting, you know?
You're like, whatever, Troy.
Well, here's a fun fact. Americans are supposed to spend $5 billion on St. Patrick's Day celebrations. They say
billion?
the average person will spend about $38. Most of that's from the Retail Federation. They said it's on food and alcohol.
Okay, well, Guinness
interesting.
sales soar on St. Patrick's Day. Recent figures show that 5.5 million pints of the black stuff are downed around the world every day on St. Patrick's Day.
That's why
But
Eric is
figured
not
to
here right
double.
now. He's out drinking
Oh,
Guinness.
is he?
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Are you serious? You're being really serious. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that's the way it's going to
Party
be.
starts
He's
early
chipping
for
away at
Eric.
that $5 million.
Hey, really strange crossover, Lisa.
Yeah, we transitioned
Yeah.
very strangely around.
I'm not quite sure how this is going to fit in, but you can take that off because I know you've got to be able to read what you're doing.
I can't see.
I'm not quite sure. Okay, sperm bank.
all right,
I'm just going to
yes.
say, what have you got for us this time?
Okay, so here's the story. A lot of women turn to a sperm bank for starting a family. That's a
Yeah.
viable option for many women in this
Yeah.
country. This individual, her name is Jennifer Cramblett.
Yes.
She went to a sperm bank with her partner. 4 months into her pregnancy, she had found out that instead of having a Caucasian baby, which is what she requested, she's actually having an African-American mixed race baby. There was a mix-up at the sperm bank, and they accidentally gave her vials from an African-American donor versus the Caucasian donor that she picked.
Okay.
So now,
There's a picture of her.
yes, and that's
Yep.
her beautiful daughter. So now they are suing the sperm bank for damages and for wrongful, actually what the lawsuit is claiming is wrongful birth and breach of warranty. And when I read this, I'm sorry, but I'm kind of mixed on all of this. I was disturbed, I think is the best way to describe this. Because, yes, does she have a reason to sue the sperm bank? Absolutely, for the mistake that they made and to ensure that they never make that mistake again. But where I'm disturbed is here she has a beautiful child, a 2-year-old daughter right now, who eventually will be 16, 17, 18, and she's going to know that her mother sued the sperm bank for a wrongful birth and for a breach of warranty, which makes it sound like she's a commodity, the breach of warranty to me.
Well,
and that's what I wanted to do.
You're gonna jump in?
I think that the child will know, obviously, how she became part of the family.
Right.
I think I would feel awkward personally benefiting from that, but I would feel that sperm bank needed to be punished. I think I
Absolutely.
would still sue them, and I might sue them for as much as I could, but I would donate that money that I made off it toward helping people that are going through adoption processes that can't afford
Absolutely.
it. I do feel that sperm bank should be punished, and I would sue them, donate the money toward adoption services, but I don't know. I wouldn't feel comfortable. I'm not going to keep the money for myself, but that doesn't mean that they should get off in a civil case. I think they should be punished.
No, and I think suing is one option. I think you are correct with what you're saying, and I want to get back to what your question was. I think most people, and I could be wrong here, do, if you're a single mother or a biracial family or same-sex family, growing up, you end up discussing with your child how they were conceived. Okay, especially if it is with a sperm bank or a sperm donor or something like that. I think the child is normally a little bit more open-minded, okay? So I think she could, or he could handle a situation when they're around 17 or 18 because they've grown up with a little bit different communication from their mother and father. That's the way I see it. I don't necessarily think it's an issue for the child.
Okay.
I think the mother doesn't love the child any less because she said she loves her.
Right,
Do you know what I
absolutely,
mean? And there's no
absolutely.
issue with that. It's just that it crosses that line of when we were talking the other day about stem cell. You know, you went in for one thing, you asked for some sperm for a baby, you checked all the lists because you can choose all those things now, where the donor comes from, what sort of IQ they are. Something went wrong. You sue for that part.
Right.
Not for anything in the future or any damages in the future. I think.
Yeah, I think it's just the initial mistake
Yeah.
made. But yeah, of course, you don't love your child any less.
Yeah.
doesn't matter how they
Right.
come into the world. But I do think
But you would've got-
that sperm bank, and you're not even really asking for it. You're demanding.
Was
When
she-
you pick what you want, you've picked it.
Was she married? Just-
And then
The
mother?
Yes, she has a partner.
Okay, so she's a lesbian.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, wouldn't you be completely surprised knowing you requested a type of sperm that you would get the particular type of baby, and then the doctor says to you, "Here we go," and of course you're going to get completely shocked. Any
Right.
person
but as
would.
is life, and I think it's a beautiful way to start a family. But I do think that sperm bank should have to suffer the
I
civil
agree.
penalty.
They should, absolutely.
Hey,
I
tell us
agree.
what you think. Head over to our Facebook page, Midday Kentucky, and let us know whether you think that someone should be sued or not, or it's just luck of the draw when you do that
Right.
type of thing. What I find is really interesting, we're going to live forever.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
going
this
to
one
live
might
pretty
not,
long.
because you're talking about if you're a
Lifespan,
parent,
yeah.
you live a shorter life or longer life.
Well, they're saying
Oh, so we're
that-
going to die sooner.
No, we'll live longer. Well, this is a new study. It came out of Sweden, and I wanted to get Lisa's take on this. It essentially says that parenthood is linked to a longer life, which, we're joking all the time that, your kids will send you to the early grave, or, running around so much.
And they
so
will.
it says after 60 years old, they found that parents lived an average of at least 2 years longer than people who are not parents.
Yes.
But Lisa, what do you think about that? You're a
Only
parent?
2 years?
Or more.
Well, it's like a cardiovascular workout trying to raise a
Okay,
child.
so maybe your kids are keeping you in shape.
Exactly. So I feel like it's strengthening my body and heart, and so I can see where it would kind of extend that life at the end. Maybe, I don't know. They put a lot of stress on you though too. So I'm
Well,
surprised.
I think
that
Heavenly
doesn't
Father is up there saying, "You've got a couple of kids. We need to give you extra time on
Right.
your own." I think that is what it is, not
You
so
deserve
much.
it. You've earned
yes,
it.
exactly.
Or maybe people, and this study was kind of talking about how people, once they get into their older years, they feel they still have that thing to live for, their kids, their grandkids, something that keeps you taking care of yourself, staying alive. Not that if you don't have kids, you don't have
What does that say about me?
Well, I don't have kids either, Troy.
Yeah,
so
but you
maybe-
will. You will. You'll get married and have kids.
Yeah,
you've
I do
said
want
you want
kids.
to have
Yeah, I
children.
do want to have
Yeah.
kids. But it was just interesting, that study, because I've just always thought, just that stereotype that,
I know.
kids will give you
gonna
gray
shorten your
hair,
life.
They're gonna
shorten
put you
your
in the
life.
grave early.
We've got some parents in the studio today. Maybe they can fill us in.
Yeah, they
on
probably
what
really
their thoughts
appreciate
as
the
well.
first topic we were discussing here.
Okay. Well, also one of our floor crew has triplets.
Oh, yeah.
So he's going to live an extra long life to be able to keep supporting them for the rest of his life. But
I mean,
he's
he
shaking
looks
his
21,
head.
and I think he's like 40.
Hey, I thought. Now you've just joined us. Okay.
yes.
So you're in an office environment with lots of different personalities and traits. Yeah?
Yes.
All right. Well, so just catch up on this one. Nobody wants to be that guy at work. Here are some things to avoid doing if you don't want your co-workers to secretly hate
All right,
you.
listen up to these, Troy.
Okay. Yeah. I don't care whether you hate me or not. As far as I'm concerned, you do your job and we're all happy.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at things.
Okay.